Now that you have learned about different ways to persuade your audience, we are going to create what's called a text trailer. You can think of it as a commercial for a book. This is an example, Divergent. It's a series. They actually made some films based off of this series. But this is actually the last screen in the official Divergent text trailer, also known as a book trailer. Movie trailers are what you see at the beginning of movies when you go to the movie theater. This is what plays in the first 15 minutes or so, kind of telling you different things that are coming up. And again, use your experience with any type of real life situation, such as going to the movies, to understand the purpose of trailers. The entire point is to give a peek and increase the interest or pique the interest of the audience. You want them to want to read the book. So you give them just enough information, like a movie trailer, to kind of hook them and make them want to know more. Okay? This is just a visual representation of what would be a commercial for your text. Your instructions are to create a text trailer, which is a commercial, with text, images, and audio that entices the viewer to read the text. You get to choose your own story, one that you've read within this course preferably, and use it as a focus for the text trailer. Based on your story, you will create a trailer summary using important details and ending with a hook that makes the text enticing to a viewer. That means you give just enough important details to get them to understand the main points of the book, to understand the setting, the conflict, all of those pieces, but yet you leave them with that hook wanting to know more. Your instructions will give you a step by step itemized list of things that you're going to need to do, but you need to make sure that you include both images as well as audio. And that audio can be something like what I'm doing now, which is a voiceover, something you record. It can be the inclusion of music. And all of those pieces are available to you through the PowerPoint templates. You have four to choose from, and it tells you options one, two, three, or four. Take a look at all four of them. You're going to want to make sure you download them so that you can work with the copy on your actual personal computer. You're going to need to find images and audio files online and download them directly to your device. Please make sure that you note where you're finding your information so that you can include your sources. And please make sure that you are using common use or free to use images and audio files. If you have any questions about that or where you would need to look or how you search for those free to use items, please contact your instructor. You also have available to you the rubric that we're going to use to evaluate your text trailer. Make sure you take a look at each of the categories as well as each of the weights to see how you would score. Use each one of these categories as a checklist. If you have any questions about terminology, such as what does cohesive mean, or what does logical progression of ideas look like, things like that, please again reach out to your instructor. This is a great way to double check before submitting your assignment to make sure that you've incorporated all of the required elements. You also have this available to you at the end of your instructions where there is a checklist. Did you do all of these items? And if you have, then you're ready to submit. If you haven't, you'll need to go back, revise, and then submit. I certainly hope that you enjoy this project. It is a lot of fun, or at least it can be. I've also provided four additional links to give you some examples of different text trailers that were produced by publication companies. These are actual professional companies that publish books that you would read, that put out their commercial to entice teachers, to entice parents, and to entice students to want to read that book. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to your instructor and have fun.